All right, ready? I don't care about your feelings.
That was so odd. You'd be left of Lenin.
I can't believe you said that. Oh, jeez.
You have no power here.
What? Just two brothers.
It's just two brothers.
You know, the reasoning on why we can't continue to compromise and continue to ignore the little things. You can't continue to ignore when they want to change the language that's used for different reasons and the descriptions of things, you know, the word game that they play with all sorts of different things. We can't stand for that. We can't continue to compromise on the little things. And you know, we give these examples. I just want to throw it out there for everybody. We gave a bunch of examples of this. If you have any examples yourself, put them in the comments. Especially the kind of like the weird ones. If you know of a local elected official or you know, somebody from a school board or whatever, that's where a lot of the really great examples of this comes from, because those people will take a lot more liberty to be completely off the wall because they're not under the public, you know, they're not going to make it onto the news. So if you have any examples of that, just put them in the comments. Maybe we'll, you know, if we get some good ones, we'll talk about it. You know, we need to constantly be aware of the hypocrisy and how hypocrisy is used as a weapon against the right, and we need to we can't compromise. People do not compromise.
You know, I want to tap on that as well. I want to speak to kind of the squishy conservatives, because I know what they're going to try and say. You know, they're going to be over here trying to say, they're going to do the ruling class works for them. They're going to try and say, yeah, but both sides do that. I can already hear it. And I want to speak to that because, firstly, no, they don't. And secondly, and more importantly than that, is who has all the institutional power right now? Because it isn't conservatives. Hasn't been for a long time. And the hard left has seized the reins of academia. They've seized the reins of most of government. I mean, they literally hold a majority in every branch of government right now. And they have the media. They are now taking part or taking ownership of a lot of corporate America. So, you know, that makes a huge difference. And part of that is the result of the lie that the hard left would just love for you to swallow down, and that, yeah, but both sides do it. Because that right there, that will keep you comatose. And that's the point. It's been far too long that that we've held each other and our elected officials specifically accountable, and we cannot let these things be forgot. Because it's these little things that keep happening. It's the little death by 1,000 cuts, like you said, that has us now, I would say, in general, feeling like freedom hasn't been as fragile as it has now. And I just gotta say, you know, America we are the best country in the world, not because of all the things we have, but because of the rights we have. There's a reason why freedom fighters in Hong Kong, in Cuba, anywhere else where there's tyranny, that they carry the American flag as their symbol of freedom and rising up against oppression. It's no coincidence that that's how it is. It's no coincidence that people who come here from Cuba or come here from other persecution, you know, they tend to be some of the most American people I know. And it's because they've seen what truly happens under tyranny. And we have to keep it this way. You know, to quote Ronald Reagan, we'll preserve for this the last best hope of man on earth, or will sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness. And it starts with accountability, not letting these things be forgotten, and not rising up to these things, because I couldn't agree more. The hypocrisy is the point. They want you to know that the rules are for you, not for them. That's the point. So I just got to ask one more time. I asked at the beginning, and I want to ask one more time. How did the animals of Animal Farm let it get that far? It came from everybody not saying anything.